Hello to all the beautiful mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to you. We are doing a very special pick a card reading where we are going to receive some messages from your feminine ancestors. Look at the 3 different ancestors to choose from and go with the one you feel the biggest call towards. I will start with the first ancestor. There are timestamps listed for all of them below. Hello to everyone who chose the first ancestor. Let's get right into this reading and see what she and all the feminines that have come before you have to say. Okay, the shadow, trials and tribulations. So all of your feminine ancestors are coming in to talk to you about the different things that you've been going through, and also wanting you to know that you are not alone in it and that you are very strong. Next is Root of the Earth, Inspired Action. So they are giving you signs and synchronicities leading up to this reading, but even after this reading, those signs and synchronicities are going to come in even more, and they come through intuitive promptings, different things that you are listening to, hearing, things that have value to you that keep popping up. That is your ancestors really guiding you and trying to inspire you to move in the direction that yields your highest outcome. Next we have Mother of the Earth, Fertile Ground. So there is a lot to come for you. This is not the end. Your struggle is coming to an end, but there is still so much more goodness to come for you, and they want you to know that. Creature of Air, Speed. Things are going to change quicker than you think possible. Your ancestors really want you to know that. And the Deviant, Chaos and Destruction. So the shadow here and the chaos and destruction, you're moving out of this, and you're not alone in this. They are always with you, and they really want to remind you of your inner strength and your personal power at this time, and call upon them in any moment, and they will give you a sign, a synchronicity that they're there. And also they're projecting energy towards you, they're projecting love towards you, and they really want you to know that. Okay, 5 of Sacred Circles. So you're definitely feeling a lack of abundance, a lack of support, a lack of love, a lack of something. So they are acknowledging that. Next is 3 of the Sacred Circles, but they're saying keep moving forward. Things are building behind the scenes, and they are with you, and they are assuring you of this. All of your efforts, all of your belief, all of your prayers, it's not for nothing. Truly, sometimes things just move a little bit slower than we would like. And look at that, the Chariot, beautiful. So there is some success. There is a break in the storm up ahead for you. They're bringing that up right now, and you know, you're going to go from the 5 of Pentacles into the 3 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is a very lackful energy where, again, you're feeling kind of on your own, alone, lacking support, lacking financial abundance, something you feel is lacking. And they're saying this energy is temporary. Okay, you're moving into the 3 of Pentacles, meaning all things you've been doing to try to build a better life, a better situation for yourself, for your family. You're going to have a manifestation in that. They really want you to know that, feel that, and believe that, because the Chariot is a card of victory, success, abundance. So let's go to the tarot. You are seen and you are heard. And you're doing a good job. You're doing the best you can in any given moment with what you have and what you know. And let that be enough for you. Don't be so hard on yourself. You come from a long line of very strong feminines who have faced things just as challenging, if not more, in their time and in their day. And they're saying your DNA is their DNA and there is strength within you. Yes, Six of Pentacles. This is your energy that you've put out coming back to you. Nine of Cups, beautiful. Three of Pentacles again, see? Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so it has been a very slow moving energy that you've been dealing with, but things are coming together for you, and what you've been putting out is going to come back to you with this Six of Pentacles, and they're behind the scenes helping to bring some sort of wish fulfillment into fruition for you. They want you to know that. And I just keep getting led back to you're stronger than you know. Okay, be proud of who you are. Be proud of how far you've come. You know, sometimes you've gone through the storm, you've gone through the battle, and you just feel kind of broken and you don't have much to show for it in the material realm, right? But they're saying it was your 2 feet, it was your strength within that got you through all of that. And there's a sense of hope and optimism within you that you've maintained even in the darkest of moments. Rely on that inner strength. You are so much stronger than you give yourself credit for. And getting through the storm, moving through the battle, that is something to be very proud of. Okay, it's a lot of people would give up, give in, go against their own integrity, but you have remained strong and true to who you are within. And that right there, that's beautiful. That's worth more than money or any material item that you can acquire. They really want you to be proud of yourself. Pat yourself on the back. You've come very far. Eight of Pentacles. See, you've worked really hard, what you've been working hard towards. There is a manifestation coming in for that, and it's going to come quicker than you think. The journey of very slow moving energy kind of turns on a dime with this Knight of Wands. And look at that. So here we're talking about how strong you are and them really wanting you to feel that and believe in that and feel proud of yourself for that. And boom, here is the Strength card. Your strength not only carries you through, but it carries many others, family members, friends, romantic partners, okay? You are the glue. You are the one that keeps it all together. You are the rock, and the strength within you is also the strength of your ancestors. Look at that, the sun. This is blessing. This is healing. This is illumination. And then the star. Wow. Okay, so there is good things ahead. And see what's on the bottom, the Five of Pentacles again. They're saying no. Stop thinking about what you don't have, what didn't happen, what didn't go in your favor. Really let that go, because there's some real good stuff on the horizon for you. Your energy and efforts are paying off. Trust that, and it's going to come in very, very quick. All right, because this here, the Six of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles, you've been working hard. You've been doing the best that you can. And they're acknowledging that so deeply for you. They want you to know that. They want you to feel that. They want you to feel loved. And they're telling you that you can call upon them at any time. Talk to them every single day, because up here, inspired action, they're also giving you those signs and synchronicities to try this, do that, be there, etc., that you may have missed. And then you got this Nine of Cups, and here at the end, you've got the Sun and the Star. The Sun, healing, blessing, illumination. The Star, also about healing, reaching the light at the end of the tunnel, feeling very, very blessed, feeling loved. And they're always projecting positive energy towards you. They want you to know that. And after this reading, expect a beautiful sign or synchronicity that is going to be very personal, that you just will not miss because of how personalized it is. And this is a sign, a gift from your ancestors, your feminine ancestors, all the women that have come before you. And you are a part of them. They are a part of you. You carry on the legacy. You need to believe in yourself. Okay, Medusa, sacred rage. And it says, each time a woman stands up for herself, she stands up for all women. And as hard as your path may have been at times, just know the work that your ancestors did, the challenges that they have faced in their lives and overcome, that creates an easier path for you. Okay, even it's not saying your life has been a bowl of cherries, but they're saying the strength of us moves through your veins, and it's important to assert yourself and stand your ground. And sometimes I'm feeling this is very specific for some of you. You've had to walk away from a very toxic relationship or a very toxic family member. Okay, and I feel with the relationship, I should have said like a romantic partner, very toxic, or a family member who has been very toxic, and it has not been an easy journey, you know, walking alone, standing on your own 2 feet. And perhaps some of you, it's like you've really had to distance yourself from a lot of different family members, and they're right behind you, and they're saying, don't be quiet, don't be proper to make somebody else happy and make them feel better and comfortable. Don't let anybody step on you or try to control you. You are a force of nature, and they want you to know that. Next is November's sanctuary. So we've got sanctuary. So we're in May, right? By the month of November, the way your life looks like right now today, it's going to have a very different feel and look to it by the time we get to the month of November. And when the world is hard, everything's crazy, sometimes it's better to just be alone in your own energy, regaining your strength, rejuvenating mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Next is Persephone, maturity. So some of you, you may be one of the most mature, responsible people within your family, within, you know, your bloodline, this current generation. Feel good in that. Okay, you can face the shadow, you can face the darkness. And some of you, this may even be where you are transmutating generational curse, generational karma attached to your bloodline, not from these beautiful feminine ancestors that are coming through for you, but from other ancestors. And they too are a part of that line of trying to transmutate that energy, and you have picked up the baton for that. Intuition. Okay, so back to this inspired action. They are speaking to you through your intuition, through signs, through synchronicities. Things are going to get better. You are not alone. You are not on your own. They want you to know that so very deeply. So much love is coming through for you guys that chose this first ancestor. And I'm getting like for her and the feminines before her, or the feminines around her, it has not been an easy journey. Their paths that they walked, okay, very similar to the path that you've walked. It hasn't always been the easiest journey, but you come from a very long line of strong women, and they want you to know that. Okay, reasoned. You're not punished. You're not cursed. You don't have bad karma. You don't have bad luck. Okay, they want you to know that. Believe in yourself. Psychic. See, you are so intuitive. You can talk directly to these ancestors if you don't already. They're saying believe in your spiritual gifts, and perhaps for some of you, pursue them more. You might be able to make something out of that, a business out of that, sharing your spiritual gifts with others, and they will be right there with you, giving you messages, giving you guidance. Grounded. Make sure that you are grounding your energy every single day with Mother Earth Gaia, connecting with your ancestors as well. It's going to help keep you strong and not feel so exhausted at times, because when we're dealing with a lot of lack, that has a lot to do with our root chakra. The root chakra pertains to things of the material realm. So this is a message of ground and root your root chakra every single day. There's a lot of different meditations, quick meditations on YouTube to help you with that if you don't already have your process. But they're reminding you to ground your energy every day, call upon them to give you strength, to give you guidance, and they will. And invasive, yeah, don't let toxic people, like the words from them, the behaviors of them, don't personalize that and allow that to change your perception of self, to question yourself, to feel like you're less than, because you are so worthy, you are so strong. They are so proud of you, okay? They are very proud of you. They want you to know that. They want you to feel that as your truth. Don't let others and their low vibration, their lack of consciousness dictate who you are, because you're stronger than them. You're wiser than them. They don't know who they're messing with, okay? So these are the messages that your ancestors, your feminine ancestors, wanted to bring to you at this time to help you on your journey and to remind you that you are something special and you do have a lot of worth and value, and they want you to feel that in the deepest part of your heart and call upon them every single day. And remember, they're going to give you a very special sign sometime after this reading so that this really hits home and you're like, okay, I am seen, I am heard, and I do not walk alone. So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello to everyone who chose the second ancestor. Let's get right into your reading. Let's see what she and all the feminines before her have to say to you. what they want you to know at this time. All right. Okay, there's a lot of bliss coming. This is blissed. Okay, there's happiness coming to you, and you are something special. You are an energy that gives healing and support to all. I'm getting that you really take care of everybody, and you're being acknowledged in that. All right, you've got Father of the Air with leadership. Yeah, you are strong. You are head of the family. You take care of everybody, even people that aren't your, blood family. All right, you're being acknowledged in that. In fact, there's many people in this world through this life journey that are so blessed by you and your love, the way that you care, the way that you share, the way that you just take care of everybody. It's like you're everybody's mom, all right? Even if it's, people that are older than you, aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents, all of that. You take care of everybody. You are truly the one that keeps it all together. The shadow, trials and tribulations, even through the hard stuff, you're the one that keeps moving forward. You could be falling apart, going through your own things, but somebody comes up and they need something from you. They need love, they need resources, whatever the case may be. You're there, and you don't burden other people with what's going on with it within you. You really try to handle things yourself, because you see that as, well, if I talk about this or I ask for help, that's going to burden somebody, and you're not burdening anybody by asking for help or sharing what's going on in your heart, but they're acknowledging that that's your perception. You don't want to burden everybody or anybody. You want to just get it handled, get it taken care of all by yourself. So you're being acknowledged in that. Even when you are going through it, you still manage to help and be there for others, and sometimes they don't even know that your world's falling apart, because you really keep it to yourself. And the Conjure Woman, manifestation. There's magic about you. You make things happen, not just for yourself, but for other people. And you've maybe even been told that you're magic. Somehow, some way, you always make it happen. When somebody needs something, you get it for them. Somehow, some way, you really take care of everybody. And they're saying to you, sometimes you need to let others take care of you. You are not a burden, okay? Even though most people are used to you being the rock, you being the one keeping it together and coming to you when they're in need, it's okay to ask for help when you need it. You are not a burden. And Altar of Earth, limitless prosperity. Okay, so that just further emphasizes what I got out of this card, is you just have a way of making things happen, all right, somehow, some way, and your ancestors are so behind you. And if you don't feel that you can talk to others about your problems, about the heaviness in your heart, talk to your ancestors. They are always with you. They want to hear what you're thinking about, what you're feeling about, what's going on in your life, what's going on in your world. They want you to feel like they are an outlet for you, because I keep getting that you're not very open, maybe to a very select few. You're not very open about your struggles, and you are never ever a burden, okay? That is so important. You are not a burden. You are a blessing to so many. Like I said, I see you as the mom of everybody, not just your own children, but the mother to all, helping all, loving all, healing all. You deserve that love and energy back more than anybody. You are not a burden. You are a beautiful blessing. All right, 9 of Sacred Circles. Yes, there is just abundance that flows from you. Your energy is magical. It's healing. And 9 of Sacred Circles is 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so I see something beautiful coming in for you. Next is the Prince of Cups. So this is some positive messages that are on the way. And the Fool, a new beginning is afoot for you. So where you've been struggling the most, they want you to know that there's a blessing coming in. There's positive messages coming in for you, and you are going to have a fresh start, a new beginning. This could be a new job, a new home, a new vehicle, a new person coming into your life, a new start with somebody in your family that you may be at odds with. It's different for each of you, but there is a new beginning coming in, and positive news and a beautiful blessing with this 9 of Pentacles. So we love to see that energy. And they're saying, talk to us every single day. You know, we are one. Your DNA is their DNA. You are one with them. And everything they went through in their lives, you have received that strength through your DNA. And that's why you love and you take care of everybody, because that's who these feminine ancestors were. They loved and they took care of everybody as well. And they're acknowledging how much you are like them. Even if other people in your family aren't so much like that, you are a spitting image of these feminine ancestors and their heart. You have the same heart within you that was beating within them. And they want you to know that. And when you're the one that's always giving, caring, doing, sharing, sometimes you don't get that same love and respect back in return, right? Because everybody's used to you being the one that provides, that gives wisdom, that gives love and healing, and they don't see you as weak at all. They see you as a pillar of strength, even if at times inside you do feel weak, you do feel like you're crumbling. Nobody sees you like that at all. They see you as this beautiful pillar of strength that they can always count on. Yes, Palace of Cups, you are so wise and so emotionally intelligent. Palace of Wands, see, you're the one that keeps it together. You hold it down. Oh, look at that. Your faith is strong. King of Swords, you keep a level head, a cool head in stressful situations. And Queen of Cups, you're the mother to all. Right there. Okay, so with these cards coming out, I'm trying to look for, you know, things that are to come for you, but they just want to keep talking about you and who you are and how they see you. Palace of Cups is your emotional body, the world of your emotions. The Page of Wands, that's your energy, that's your strength. The Palace of Cups and the Palace of Wands is the highest denomination of the cup suit, of the wand suit. And so you see there's 2 homes here as well. You are a safe place. You are the home to many, and you've probably shared your home with a lot of different people, family members, friends, you know, people in need. You are a very safe space, and people count on you, and they believe in you, and they trust you because of the heart that you possess. And that heart is connected to your ancestors, and they want you to know that you and them are one and the same, and your faith, your belief, your prayers for everybody, it's strong. And this, you're very logical and very rational. You keep a cool head through very stressful situations, and no matter what, you always find a way. And then this Queen of Cups, you being the beautiful mother to all. They're like, no, we already talked about what's coming. Nine of Pentacles, good news, and a new start. This also could further emphasize a new home for those of you where that would apply. All right, Six of Cups. The Death card, Ten of Cups, Ace of Wands, beautiful, and the Ace of Cups. I love this. So there's going to be a reconciliation in your life, all right? Whether this is with a family member, this is with like a romantic partner or a friend, there's somebody that's going to be coming back into your life, and they want you to know that. Somebody from the past where the relationship has ended. In your souls, you guys are family through this Ten of Cups. And see right here, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, new beginning. They're going to take the action towards you to get things worked out. And especially if this is a family member, your ancestors are helping with this reconciliation. I do feel for most of you this has something to do with family member within the family. They're helping with this reconciliation, and this is a new beginning, a fresh start for you. And the Ace of Cups is the first card of the cup suit, right? And the Ace of Wands is the first card of the wand suit. So new beginnings, wish fulfillment, positive things coming in. And I do feel there's a beautiful reconciliation that's going to take place. And this may have been very heavy on your heart, all right? You and this person being at odds, but your ancestors are saying, we're helping with this. And the family is going to be restored with this Ten of Cups. And also, always trust the intuitive nudges that you receive to do certain things, to go a certain place, maybe even to reach out to a specific person. Really trust those intuitive promptings and trust your heart. Your heart does not deceive you, even if, you know, having a big heart and loving and caring and giving to so many has left you feeling brokenhearted and left you feeling empty at times. Your heart is something very special. It's the same heart of your ancestors, loving, caring, giving. There's no better way to be than that. And I get it, you know, people take advantage, and if you don't give to yourself as much as you give to others, then your cup does run dry. So make sure that you are loving yourself and giving to yourself and caring for yourself as much as you would do for anybody else, because you deserve that. And when it comes time for you to transition back into the non-physical, many are going to be impacted because of all that love that you've given, all that you have shared, all that you have done for others. But there's a fresh start, a new beginning. That could be specifically around a relationship. It could be around a living situation, okay? That you all are going to resonate with this reading in a different way. But new beginnings are on the horizon, and your ancestors really want you to know that. Witching hour tea, introspection. So when you're feeling lost, when you're feeling alone, that's a time to go within and really connect with your ancestors, because you're very intuitive. Queen of Cups, Palace of Cups, Ace of Cups, you are very intuitive, and they will always give you the guidance that you need. Whether it's what you want to hear or not, they're always going to give you the guidance that you need. And so when you're feeling lost, it's time to introspect, go within, connect with your soul, connect with your ancestors. Voice of the outcast, advocacy. Okay, so part of you being you is also saying what needs to be said, even when it's hard. And at times that can absolutely push people away because they're not ready to face the truth, take ownership or accountability of their actions. So even at times when it's tough, you're being acknowledged that you do speak the truth. You say the words that need to be said. You're not somebody to tiptoe around, to sweep things under the rug. And you also are willing to call somebody out when they need to hear it. Believe in yourself. That is such a gift, okay? Because if everybody is just a yes person, that person isn't going to have a chance to grow, right? But you are the person that's like, wait, no, absolutely not. This is not the way. This is not the path. So feel good in that, even if it has upset certain people and, made them pull away. It's, you've said what they needed to hear. And I mean, a life without your light is very painful and hard, okay? So anybody that is angry with you or frustrated with you because you have spoken the truth, eventually they're going to come around, because you are the light, you are the love, you are the strength in their life. The sacred rebel, humility, and you are humble. I get even if you're not religious, I keep seeing somebody praying, whether it's to the angels, to Jesus, to God, to the universe. You may be an intercessor and you have a lot of power in prayer, and you're also very humble. When you get blessings, the gratitude just flows through you and you're being acknowledged for that. And rewilding with the grandmother moon. Yes, so this is a strong message from your feminine ancestors saying, do not be polite and all of that. You know how feminines are told to smile, be polite, follow the rules. No, when things are not right, you stick to your integrity and you do what you know is right within you, regardless of what anybody else has to say, think, or feel about that. And sometimes unconditional love is cutting somebody off because they're not acting right and they're becoming toxic. So feel good in asserting your boundaries, because you are a very strong woman. Demand what is rightfully yours. Love, respect, assert those boundaries, okay? And when people are demanding too much from you, it's okay to say, no, I'm not doing that. I don't have time for that, because like I said, everybody's used to you always being there, always helping out. But when it's time to give yourself some TLC and put yourself first, have no shame or guilt in that. Fairy woman, so you are something special. Again, the message that's just been coming through over and over, you're there for everybody. You are everybody's mother. And seductive. Don't push away your feminine charms, okay? Tap into that divine feminine energy, that sacral chakra, because that is seductive. That's what it's attached to. And this doesn't have to mean be sexual or anything like that. Tap into that feminine energy and your feminine charms. There's a lot of creativity there, and all things are conceived through the sacral chakra and they manifest through the solar plexus. So connect back into your divine feminine energy, because you're going to come up with a lot of different ideas and solutions about things playing out in your life where you need an answer. It's always going to be inside of you. And neglected. Okay, so big acknowledgement that what you put out, what you do for others, oftentimes you do kind of feel overlooked or not fully respected and loved. And your ancestors are always with you. They're always projecting positive energy. I am getting a sense of you do need to assert your boundaries a little bit more. I know you never want to have to say no or see somebody suffer or struggle or anything like that. But if you're not giving back to yourself what you give to everybody else, your cup will run dry. And even if saying no and asserting yourself makes them angry, frustrated, let them be mad, because they can't stay away from you for too long. You're just too much of a loving light. All right, so those are the messages that your ancestors wanted to bring to you at this time. I am sending you so much love and light. Take care. Hello to everyone who chose the third ancestor. Let's get right into your reading and see what she and all your other feminine ancestors have to say that they want you to know right now. All right, the monarch, victorious. So you are a very, very strong woman. All right, I've been getting that message through all three readings, but you've got the actual monarch card that has come out, and it says victorious. Everybody in your family, it would fall apart if you were not there to keep it together. Okay, and you've had a lot of success in this life. You should be very proud of yourself and who you are. And Father of Air, leadership. Okay, so some of you have taken on the role of mother and father, raising kids, raising other family members, being there in every possible way that you could be to ensure their happiness and their prosperity. So a lot of single moms probably chose this particular ancestor. Or even if you're in a partnership, you are the one that really does everything, you know, keeps the house, makes the meals, takes care of the kids, does the extracurricular activities. You could even be holding down a job on top of all of that. Okay, so you are so well versed that you take on the role of mother and father to your children and maybe even to others. You really take care of people and make sure that they have what they need. You are not somebody who is ever going to let your children down or those that you care deeply for. You're never going to let them down. You're always going to find a way to make something happen. Now we have the High Priestess with intuition and knowingness. You are very intuitive, okay? You have that mommy intuition where you just know when somebody's lying, when they're trying to be deceptive. Nobody can lie to you. You see the truth always. And creature of earth, take charge. You do. You do. You are in control. You are a boss. You are a leader. Okay, you have that tender, loving, nurturing energy about you, but you also have that heavy hand when it's needed, where it's like, no, you're not going to walk all over me. You're not going to take advantage of me. You're going to do the right thing. You're going to be a good person. That's what you tell people. Okay, so take charge, the monarch and father of air. You are something very special. You are so strong. And the chiefess, strength tested. And at times, you do feel very tested. And at times, you don't want to always have to be so strong. And you do at times wish that somebody could step up and be there for you the way that you are there for others. But you're magical, you're special, and the strength within you is the same strength that was also in your feminine ancestors. And I'm feeling that, you know, going back, further back in your bloodline, a lot of your feminine ancestors took on role of mother and father. Even if a father was present, they just took care of everything. Okay, and I mean everything, just like you do. You don't want anybody to go without. You don't want anybody to be hungry. You don't want anybody to be sad. And you will always find a way to make something happen that needs to happen for the greater good or the happiness of another person that you love very deeply. And again, nobody can lie to you. They can try, but you definitely see through the BS. Family members, friendships, just anybody around you, you see through the BS. You know who is a good, solid person and somebody who has a shaky character. Even if they're putting on the charm, saying all the right things, you see through everyone and everything. Very little gets past you. You should feel quite proud of yourself for who you are and the strength that you carry within. And you give that strength to others just by you being who you are. All right, Queen of Swords. Yes, you are no nonsense. You see the truth in all things. And even though you have a very big, loving, and caring heart, you are also quite logical and rational. Very little gets past you. And the Queen of Swords is also an energy of being a leader. You are the leader of your family. You are the leader of many things. Very few could walk in your shoes and be as successful and have as much grace as you do. Two of Sacred Circles, but at times you really do feel worn thin, like, oh, where's my break? Where's my help? Where's the reciprocity? And Two of Swords. So this is a strong message right here that you need to give yourself a break sometimes. You need to give yourself space sometimes because you need to nourish yourself as much as you nourish anyone else. And even like the card slipped as I was pulling it back. Look at this, Queen of Sacred Circles. The Queen of Pentacles is strong, is abundant, is nurturing and loving. And it's interesting because these two queens, Queen of Swords, again, is no nonsense, can see through anybody's lies, and can bring a heavy hand if needed. And the Queen of Pentacles is very loving, very nurturing, very stable, and very strong. So you are multifaceted. There are many layers to you. All right, let's pull some tarot. Let's go deeper into what your ancestors want you to know. You're beautiful, strong women that came before you. And they're acknowledging that your path has not always been easy, but they're very proud of you for the way you've handled everything, despite, you know, your setbacks, your circumstances. They're very proud of you, and they want you to also be proud of yourself. Okay, Nine of Swords. So you tend to worry And that could be just worrying about everybody or worrying about how to make ends meet. You really do get caught up in your head quite a bit, over analyzing and worrying about different things, different choices you have to make. Palace of Swords, but you always figure it out. You always find a way. The Sun, yes, you are such a blessing. Your energy is healing and it blesses others. It also illuminates others. There's a lot of wisdom about you, and I'm getting something that you've been worrying about right now, especially if it has to do with your home or living situation. There's a beautiful solution, a blessed solution that is coming in with the Sun. And King of Pentacles. Okay, so some of you that chose this reading, if you have younger children, it may be that you have a lot of worry, fear, and concern around your child's father and the relationship that your child has with that father. There's something about father energy going on here, and I feel this pertains more to your own children rather than your specific father. It has more to do with your children's father, and your ancestors are saying there is going to be a solution, an answer, or a blessing of some kind when it comes to their father. And as this is a general reading, you know, this could be a worry about their father's well-being or the relationship they have with your children, or is this person ever going to step up and be a real father to their children? And your ancestors are saying, don't worry about everything so much. Everything works out the way that it needs to. And also, there's this blessing coming in, and you are very, very protected. Okay, just know that you are protected by your ancestors. They're saying a choice you have to make or something you're worried about, there's going to be a very blessed solution or a very blessed outcome, especially if it has to do with, you know, divine masculine energy that's concerning you or your home, or any decision you've got to make here. Very blessed outcome and solution. So don't worry, don't lose sleep. This could even be a worry about a grown child that is a masculine and just different choices that they've been making in life. Your ancestors are saying, don't worry about that. We walk with your children just like we walk with you. And I feel that this person is going to get it together, is going to figure it out somehow, some way. And also there could be a deep healing between you and a grown child if you guys are at odds. All right, Knight of Swords, King of Cups, Four of Cups, King of Swords. Wow, a lot of masculine energy coming through, and Ace of Pentacles. Okay, just like up here, many of you have had to act as mother and father to your children. And the role of mother and father is quite different, right? And so when you have to take on both roles, it's not easy. And I'm just getting, don't worry about grown children. Sometimes they've got to fall down and figure it out themselves, especially if they're used to you always taking care of things, always making things better. And some of you may be in a relationship and you're really contemplating, do I stay in this relationship? How will this affect my children if I walk away from this person, whether it's their father or somebody that has been a father figure in their life? And your ancestors are saying, you've got to do what's best for you, okay? If this is toxic, if you're taking on the role of mother and father, you might just be better off on your own, and there could be somebody better for you. But they also want to help you not feel so stretched thin. Okay, there's a blessing coming in with the Sun and the Ace of Pentacles. They want you to know that, because your plate seems a little bit full, or the burden feels a bit heavy on you at this time, and they're saying there is relief coming in, there's a blessing coming in, and any decisions you need to make in regards to children and their father or father figure, you've got to do what's best for you and best for the children, and not worry about the rest. If somebody is not stepping up to the plate, they're very toxic, they cause more problems than they bring help and support and abundance, it may be better to walk away from them. This could be the opposite, where there could be, this masculine trying to come back into your life, and you really just don't know because of how things went before, but I could really use the help and the support. Give it to your ancestors. Seriously, just like you would talk to your angels, you would talk to your spirit guides, talk to your ancestors. They're going to give you an answer. And after this reading, really be open to receiving further guidance from your ancestors. They really want to help you at this time with whatever you got going on in your life at present. All right, January's rebirth. So between now and the month of January, I know that we're only in the month of May, but between now and the month of January 2026, there is going to be a lot that is shifting and changing in your life. So what is a worry and concern right now is no longer going to be an issue by the month of January. There's a lot of changes coming through 2025 for you, and by January you're feeling far more solid and stable. And it's not to say you're in the struggle between now and then. They're saying there's a lot that's going to be changing between now and then, and you are going to feel like a brand new person come the month of January 2026. Rewilding with the grandmother moon. Rewilding. So this is saying, do not conform to what other people are telling you to do or what they expect you to do and be. This is saying, be true to yourself. Your ancestors are coming in very strong with that. What's best for you right now, or what's best for you and your children right now, that's the path that you need to take, and have no guilt or shame in that. Artemis, she of the wild, mercy. So be kind, be gentle, but still do what's best for you. And the mercy that you've been asking for with whatever's troubling you, that's absolutely coming in. And the Fairy Queen, protection. See, you are very protected by your ancestors. They want you to know that. They're going to give you a sign, a synchronicity after this reading to further iterate that. Plus, they want to give you guidance and walk with you every single day, help you with your problems and your struggles. They're saying, talk to us all the time. We are here for you. We love you. You are our legacy, and you're doing very, very well. You should feel quite proud of yourself. All right. Independent. See, you are strong. You can do the job of both mother and father, even if that's not what you wanted, not what you signed up for. You're just, some of you may feel that you do better on your own, just running the household, handling everything, and that, masculine kind of gets in the way of that. But you are strong. You are very independent. Aligned. Yes. See, you are on the right path. What is best for you? Always go in that direction. Okay, regardless of what other people have to say, think, and feel about it, they don't have to walk in your shoes. They don't have to live your life. They're not facing the same struggles and challenges that you are. So you are on the path, sister. Keep moving forward. And you are very committed, okay, to your family, to your dreams. And when there is a strong masculine, you are honest and you are true and you walk the path. And you deserve that in return. And look at that, loving. You are very loving. You are a blessing to all. Feel that, know that, believe that. All right, so those are the messages your ancestors wanted to bring you. I am sending you so much love and light. Take care.